So one update that I haven't seen much people talk about in Duel Links is the fact that the Seal of Orichalcos is in Duel Links. As you can see right here in the last batch of leaks on March 24th, there was a few leaked cards and the new mini box Energy Giga Rays was all leaked. And Summoner's Art and Samba the Duelist are for Bakura. Those are level up reward cards for Bakura and he's unlockable right now. But the Seal of Orichalcos is just kind of chilling in the data mines right here as an SR rarity. And with this, it kind of shows that Konami's debating on releasing an event related to the Seal of Orichalcos. And I'm not even kidding, here's some gameplay of Yugi playing Orichalcos in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links right here. This clip was from Q8 Duelist and he had just a clip of him using the card in Duel Links here. Let's go take a look because it's actually really cool. As you can see, Yugi drew into a prismatic one, a little suspicious here. And yep. I just love that touch of detail of Yugi like taking damage and like regretting him actually playing the card and whatnot. So yeah, as you can see right here, it's like it's in Duel Links. It's really cool to see that it's straight up in Duel Links. And with this leak, I'm just curious on what Konami's plan is for an event for this card. Because again, it's in the game code, so obviously it's hinting towards the fact that they're planning to have an event for it soon. Fingers crossed in the upcoming updates that we're going to be getting for Duel Links will kind of reveal the fact that we are going to be getting an event for this card. Fingers crossed. At the time that I'm recording this video, the upcoming updates list is not out yet, but I'm hoping that next month we will have a whole event for the Seal of Orichalcos, because this is one of those things that people in the community have been asking for like a very long time, getting into Duel Links. Because yeah, a lot of people want Dartz in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. He was a popular enough character that has been requested plenty enough times in Duel Links' history, and people really wanted these characters from Season 4 Yu-Gi-Oh! To get added into Duel Links. It's a really good batch of characters that could potentially get added to the game after the fact that we pretty much have almost everybody in Duel Links right now. But there is a couple problems with these characters being added. First of all, a lot of the characters that we have in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links are all from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. They're not from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, which is a big reason why Season 4 characters are not in Duel Links yet, is for that fact that these characters were just never showcased in the manga. These characters in Season 4 entirely for Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime was all filler. Another problem too is that a lot of the cards that these characters played from the anime are like a lot of cards that are anime only cards, not cards that were ever printed in the TCG or OCG. A lot of the cards that they used in the show were made up. Like Dartz' deck is just full of made up monsters that like you have never seen before. Like that serpent with infinity attack and defense, your light points go to 0, and each time you attack you draw, you have to discard 10 cards. Like that's a goofy card for the infinity attack thing. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself here. I did not know that Divine Serpent Gay is a playable card in the TCG. And I could maybe see this card being playable in Duel Links, because it's really easy to special summon this card. If a monster would be destroyed by opponent's attack or card effect, you could pay half your life points to summon this card from your hand, and this card can't be targeted by card effects. And when this card attacks an opponent's monster during the damage step, only negate the effects of that monster while it's face up on the field, but its effects can still be activated. Also, its attack becomes half its original attack, and then once per battle, if this card battles during damage calculation, you can make this card's attack become equal to the highest original attack of the field, your choice if tied. So it's an interesting card that I think could be a pretty decent hand trap in the game. So who knows, maybe they will release Dartz as a playable character, considering that he actually has his ace monster, his ace boss monster printed in the TCG. Raphael, one of his cards is already in Duel Links, Guardian, and I always call it Guardian Eat Them Oreos. Shout out to that reference if you know it and whatnot. But yeah, Raphael, he has that card in the game already. His boss monster is already in the game. And then Aliester and Visor, both of those characters also had kind of like made up decks. Aliester decks was just cards based off of like the machinery that Kyber Corp used, and that was his tragic backstory. And then Visor's deck was this cool like armor archetype that looked like, I don't know, like a mix of like Power Rangers and kind of Gundam, like a mix of both of those together, which is really cool. But again, those were all cards that were just made up and whatnot. So having an event for these characters is kind of like, I don't know if we're ever gonna get it. So when it comes to an event for these characters, there's like a couple scenarios that I can think of on how it could get introduced and how the Seal of Orichalcos is going to be available to us as players. One thing that they can do is that they can make Dartz a playable character in the game and just give them just dog shit rewards like Duel Links already has been doing with new characters that are getting added to the games. One of his level up reward cards is going to be the Seal of Orichalcos, or they can just, you know, make up some cards to give to Dartz, because Dartz' anime deck is just straight up anime cheese. and should never be printed as actual cards unless they like fully errata them. And besides, we already have Dartz is like one of his boss monsters in the game already too, so there's that also. So I think Dartz could be a pretty good candidate on a character that could be added to the game. Or maybe what we can get is that we can get a Duelist Chronicle event based off Season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we won't be able to get these characters as unlockable characters, but we can have a whole like just anime like Duelist Chronicles on Season 4 and at Duel Links, since these characters have been requested so many times, so that you can get character artwork for them, you can duel against them, and then they'll have like made up decks that are from Duel Links already, and they can just play them in the Duelist Chronicle event. Or what most likely Konami is going to do is that they'll probably make the Seal of Orichalcos just randomly in one of the events like they kind of always do in the game, where they drop it in like a tag duel event or something like that, where they just drop the card and it's just like, here's an anime only card that these characters use from the show. We're just going to drop it in a tag duel event and kind of call it a day. I'm afraid they might consider doing that, but we'll see. But yeah, it would be really interesting to see this card getting added into the game, because like I showed you guys earlier, there's already voice lines for this card since Yugi did play it in the anime. And like this card being added into Duel Links would not cause any harm whatsoever, and it would just be a fun card to have anyways. So as you can see right here, all monsters you control gain 500 attack. Once per turn, this card can't get destroyed by card effects, and while you control 2 or more face-up attack position monsters, your opponent cannot target your monsters with the lowest attack for an attack. So it's an alright effect, but the caveat is that when you play this card, you have to destroy all special summon monsters you control, and you can't special summon from the extra deck. So this card is like really limited, and it's only going to be used in decks that just tribute summon, and that's going to be about it. So like this card could be kind of useful in like a Monarch deck or something like that, but you know, other than that, it wouldn't really see much competitive play, and it would just be a card that would just be just a for fun card to be added into Duel Links, which I'm all for. So again, I think this card is perfectly fine at Duel Links, and I see why this card is going to be coming soon. And it would be a really cool event to have an unlock event for a card like this in the game. So again, I'm hoping for like a Duelist Chronicle or something. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's just my quick video kind of talking about my thoughts and opinions on what we could potentially get for a Seal of Orichalcos event in a Duel Links. I'm really hoping that we do get something really good for the game. And like I said, at the time that I'm recording this video, the upcoming updates is not out yet for Duel Links. So due to that, I don't have a, we just don't know yet, but hopefully an event will be coming out in April. That'd be a lot of fun. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's quick little discussion video on the Seal of Orichalcos, be sure to leave a like on today's video down below and subscribe to my channel for more related content like this. Other than that, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate you guys watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, everybody, and have a good one.